Dean, Bairam, and Oakley have been enslaved by robots. Dance for your dinner, monkeys.
Houston, we have a problem.
Crazy parents, crazy life.
That's why you listen to me!
Oh, wait a minute, let me change my icon.
And guess what, fuckface?
What up?
Yeah, dance for your dinner, monkey.
Dance for your dinner, monkey.
We're one monkey down this week.
Yeah, Bairam is gone to seek the heart of darkness in Mother Africa. It's kind of a roots type mission, I would say. He's going back to his village.
He's going to be kidnapped.
I mean, absolutely. Kidnapped and enslaved and potentially revered as a god.
Right. Well, initially he'll be sold off as a wife.
Right. But then he'll climb his way up the ranks and be the Khaleesi of his village.
Soon they will realize that his night soil can feed the entire
Bairam's night soil! They just chant it. All the villages across all of Africa chanted in unison.
The radishes are growing wildly and everything.
Yeah. He's stove off famine. Is that the right word? The past tense of I don't even know. Stove off famine.
Good times.
Yeah, so we'll miss Bairam. Maybe talk about sharding more or less. Can't be sure. However,
go to whenever the conversation starts to wane.
Yeah.
Farting.
It's like pulling the parachute on the conversation. Right. Oh, we'll let it down gently with some poop. Oh, can I tell you a joke from my stand-up comedy routine that I did on Thursday? No, it's Tuesday night. I'm actually going to tell you this whole story.
Yeah, we want to hear it. But do you have audio this time?
No. Well, somebody else recorded it for me. I have it. I cannot play it here right now, but I will play it next week.
All right. Cool.
That I solemnly vow. But so I did an open mic on Tuesday night. And stupidly told a couple people that I work with about it, and it ended up that almost the entire restaurant that I work at attended.
Oh.
My open mic! My sixth open mic. Fuck. I'm so bad still. And so I walk in, and there's 7 people I work with already sitting at the open mic, and one of whom is this dude that I It sounds ridiculous to say this as a 32-year-old woman, but I have a crush on him. I can't put any other words to it. But anyway, it's makes it a little bit complicated. He's sitting in the front row of my stand-up comedy open mic, my 6th stand-up comedy open mic, and so of course the material that I've chosen for this open mic is about waitressing. And
all the people you fucking hate at work, particularly the guy.
Yeah, dude. The fuck owner of the restaurant I work at is sitting there in the front row. Yeah, I know. Fuck my fucking life. And I think that the dude that I have this crush on, I think he brought a fucking date with him to my comedy open mic. I'm why are you trying to step on my fucking life so hard right now?
Oh my God.
He's probably going to listen. No, he'll never listen to this, so that's fine.
Yeah, nobody listens to this.
Only Jen Savage is going to listen to this.
Right.
So, so, one thing leads to another. And it was fine. It was awesome. I was super psyched that they were all there. A little bit more nerve-wracking. But I don't think there's any way it could possibly be more nerve-wracking. So that's why it was fine. I just, reached critical mass of, being stressed out. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Mugga could rise from the grave and be standing here before me, and it probably would be more stressed out. So I did it, and my bit was about waitressing, and one of the jokes that I told, or tried to tell, was, wouldn't it be kind of an interesting restaurant concept if all the servers pre-chewed the food for the guests and then kind of just spit it into their mouths, and the guests wouldn't have to worry themselves about finding the bathroom or if being in a designated place to defecate. They would just piss and shit all over the floor.
Oh, the baby bird's nest.
The restaurant would be called Nest. The restaurant, yeah.
I like that.
And all the servers wear feathered headdresses and shit. Yeah.
That's a good.
That was that was surrounded on all sides by other jokes, so hopefully.
How did
was
that
more.
one go? Did you get some laughs?
I got some laughs. I got some laughs about Nest. That was the only time anybody laughed in the whole 5 minutes. But
You
yeah.
didn't work that one. Well, that's what
Exactly.
Mike's about. You know, you
Yeah.
find like that one little like nugget of funny in your routine, and you just like,
Yeah.
you know,
Tease it out.
good shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was cool. That was fun. And then I did another open mic on Thursday. So I did 2 this week.
Damn.
I'm trying to just I'm white knuckling it so fucking hard right now, but hopefully. And it's like every time it gets a little bit more fun, I think.
Good.
So, which is the key. What else? So I thought it was kind of a great, weird news week this week.
It was
Once
interesting news week.
it was interesting. It was kind of stuff like, maybe a little bit of like media fluffing of maybe they're trying to cover up some real shit that's going on, but I don't know. I'm fooled.
I think it's always media fluffing. I think
Yeah.
they are trying to get clicks.
Yeah, and which they do. I click the shit out of all these things, so brava.
I've been really so I feel like the big crossover in our interests is Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm really interested in football. You're really interested in the gays. So
That's true. That's true. I think it is a good crossroads. I sadly have not really been following this at all, except for the fact that they like made out on television.
right, which so what's funny. So I was having a conversation with one of my buddies who's like from the Midwest, and my sort of thesis was that this like fury is like cooked up by the media. Like people like want to act like everyone's so upset.
Yeah, nobody actually gives a shit.
Well, the thing is my buddy from the Midwest is like, most of the people back home have never seen 2 dudes kiss. Like the first time, and it's on ESPN.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, people are genuinely freaked out. Like, you don't know what the country is like. Like, there's people in the country who are really upset. So that kind of like torpedoes my idea that that this like rage about Michael Sam's kiss was made up so that we could all be indignant about.
I know, that's true. It just seems so unbelievable to me right now. It's like it seems so unbelievable to me.
But it does go to show that there is a large segment of America with which we are not familiar.
But I mean, yeah, I guess they can like pick and choose what media they consume, but I'm like, there's so many like television shows on all the like major networks now that like have gay characters, and it's just amazing to me. It's like people. This is good. Okay. I was about to go off on a racist rant. I'm gonna stop myself. But
yeah, we've been getting
just like how you
NAACP about your rants. So.
Yeah, yeah. So I just don't understand how you completely avoid consuming any media that like doesn't have any sort of like access, like attention to gayness. I just feel like
I don't know, but I do think that there are a lot of people out there that were upset by this. But at the end of the day, this is the world. So
yeah,
deal with it. Like you can drag your heels as long as you want, but this has happened. This is happening.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's great. And your kids are gonna be fucking embarrassed about you.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna be like, remember when Grandpa was like freaking out about watching the 2 like guys kiss on ESPN?
And they're gonna be like,
so embarrassing.
He's set in his ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just can't change him now.
Anyway, so the latest development in this Michael Sam story. So basically, from a football standpoint, he was drafted by the St. Louis Rams, who have a very strong defense. And there is every possibility in the world that he's not going to make the team.
Wow.
So, because they're just really good. It's going to be very competitive. So he plays well. I mean, he has the physical tools to do it, but he might not. And, it's not any reflection. Yeah, whatever. He just might.
Right, exactly. And it's like, it's not like the coach is going to say, oh, yeah, you can be on the defensive line because you're like a hero to the gay athlete world. Like, that's not what the decisions coaches make. You can't
work that way.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Maybe it does, because now he is going to have a reality show.
Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Fuck, it ruins, everything is ruined.
Everything. That's what I said. I was
Fuck.
when I heard this because his whole thing was, it's all going to be about football. Like, I just want to be a good football player. I don't want to be a distraction. There's all this other stuff. And now that's a reality show on the Oprah Winfrey Network.
Oh, I want to die.
No, it's really fucking blows.
So what's going to happen is if he doesn't make the team, he's just going to immediately go into a career in television. He's not going to play football ever. Do you think he'll actually play football?
Well, he's good enough. I mean, he was like SEC, which is like the most powerful college conference, defensive player of the year last year. Like, he's fucking good.
Right, but I feel like there's a lot of...
Make a team as a rookie. And he'll make some... Like, if he...
Well, so what happens if he doesn't make the team as a rookie? Like, what, does he have to go back to training camp or something?
No.
I don't even know what that means.
Camp is for a team. So what would happen, like any other player, prior to the season, up to and including the preseason games, teams will do cuts because they have to get down to 53 on the roster by the time they can only carry 53 players on the roster. Including like they have like injured reserve and stuff like this that allow them to set players aside. But but they'll carry like 60 something, up through the regular season or up through the preseason, and then people will compete for position. So he'll be competing with a few other guys, several of whom are like solid veterans. So and there's every likelihood that he's not gonna make the team. But now,
so what happens to him if he doesn't make the team?
Well, then he becomes a free agent. He's an unrestricted free agent.
Oh.
The other team can bring him in.
Oh, so some other fucking showboating team owner's definitely going to try and have him on the team. He's going to be like Deion Sanders.
Right. Well, see, now, originally there was funny, there was some talk when he was first entered the draft that the Patriots might grab him because...
Of course.
Because he might be a value pickup because there's so much controversy surrounding him that other teams might shy away. And much like they did with Tim Tebow, the Patriots are a great place to put somebody who has a lot of distractions because they just close the wall around you. You don't talk ever again, and nobody talks about you. And you just hear. You know what I mean? Like, Tim Tebow didn't say a fucking word when he was on the Patriots.
It's like sending the gay priest to the Vatican or something.
Well, right. I mean, it's just like the Patriots are a great place to get your shit together because none of your teammates are going to talk about you. The coach isn't going to talk about you. You're going to get an opportunity to focus only on football with a great coaching staff.
Yeah.
But if there's going to be a reality show,
no way.
It's not having a reality show.
Absolutely not.
So.
Absolutely not.
So I just
Although, ironically, that is the only reality TV show I would ever watch is Bill Belichick's reality TV show.
Oh,
but it would ruin it because it would be Bill Belichick's reality TV show, so it automatically negates itself.
They're like Bill, what do you think of the rookies in training camp?
Right.
They're playing the football.
Yep.
They're all trying to keep a position.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
So boring.
So.
And then they would just do like the replay of it for 20 minutes at the beginning of the show, just like they do with all reality TV shows.
But anyway, and the other like factor that goes into this is, he has the highest selling jersey of anybody right now.
Come on.
The St. Louis Rams jersey with Sam on the back.
The gays are such good consumers.
Yeah, and I think a lot
of
people are buying them because it's it's exciting, but But so will like the marketing department in St. Louis have any say in whether he gets cut?
Wow, this is complicated. I love it.
But anyway,
what a bizarre world this is.
I wish he hadn't opted for the reality show, but maybe he did something I don't know. So.
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it. Another interesting bit of news. I don't know how much you've heard about this. That broke right after Coming in Sideways last week. I wish we'd had a chance to talk about it with the Queen of Africa, but we will get her reflections next week. This Solange Knowles Jay-Z fight in the elevator, are you following this?
I'd heard about this.
Yeah, so apparently Beyonce and her sister Solange, I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know if that's racist.
That's
And Jay-Z were in an elevator together, and there's videos of Solange attacking Jay-Z. And for a long time, we didn't know why.
beating him with her like purse and her
Yeah.
stuff falling out all over the place.
Yeah. And Beyonce was like kind of passive about the whole thing, and everyone was wondering why. And the fucking internet is going insane about this whole thing. I don't know if it's a publicity stunt. It seems like kind of a weird one, but I can't put it past anybody these days.
Just drunk assholes in an elevator.
That's exactly it. And it's like, I always fail to believe that people, like really famous rich people, ever get drunk, because it's like, isn't your whole life about kind of controlling your image? And like, why would you get drunk? But maybe they do. And yeah, I think and I was thinking about like, what would it be like if the media went so crazy about all the times I've done like fucked up stupid shit, like in an elevator or anywhere else.
Like, what would it be like if anyone gave a fuck about the things that we did?
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, the like internet goes crazy about the time I dared you to eat a moth.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you know, you could say it's an invasion of privacy, but it was a
Oh, it's not. It's not. Absolutely not. It's just like, it's just a stupid thing that happened that like everyone's going fucking crazy over, and the speculation as to like why it happened, like Jay-Z's cheating on Beyonce, why doesn't Beyonce care, like yada yada yada, like what? Who are these people? Why are we thinking about this so much?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like just a drunken fly off the handle to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Yeah. I think Solange might actually be my favorite Noel's sister. Don't tell anybody.
Is she famous? Does you have any skills?
She's a musician and apparently a DJ, but I think
Everyone's a DJ.
I know, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like an honorary degree, I think. But yeah, she had one song come out that I really liked. The name of it escapes me currently, but I'll figure it out. It's my pick of the week.
All right, sick.
That is my pick of the week. Other music news: Casey Kasem went missing this week. Did you hear about this?
Oh, did he toddle off?
He toddled off. He toddled out of his nursing home, and nobody knew where he had gone. And apparently there's some sort of drama going on with his family. His wife has caused him to be estranged from his daughters, yada yada yada. I'm sure it's all money based. Everyone's trying to take his money from him. Yeah. And he's just this poor old dude with his awesome voice, and he's in his nursing home, and he just escaped from his nursing home. Man. But it turns out he was just on vacation in the Pacific Northwest.
Poor Casey Kasem. So
I know.
Does he like have dementia?
Yeah, he has some sort of dementia where he doesn't really know what's going on.
Dude.
Yeah, but he's okay. Everything's fine.
Good news. Welcome back, Casey.
Yeah. What else is going on in the news?
Clay Aiken killed someone?
Clay Aiken. Yeah, I mean, I think this seems like a pretty clear case of Clay Aiken killing his opponent, his Congress opponent. So one, Clay Aiken.
Based on the URL that I see in the.
I know.
I have already solved the crime.
Sorry, my internet connection is really slow. It's just taking me a long time to load this article.
I know it's hard to do a podcast and look at the internet at the same time, especially when you're.
Yeah, I know. I get really distracted.
So potential.
So anyway,
podcast land. If you'd like to give our producer Liz Hall a computer from which she can produce our podcast at higher quality, happy to expose your product to all our listener. Hi, Savage.
All donations are accepted. Can you buy me a new computer? Anyway, so one, Clay Aiken is running for Congress. I don't know what qualifies him to be a member. Don't you have to have like a law degree to be a member of Congress or like something? I don't even know if he has a
I think you just have to be
bachelor's degree. But anyway, Aiken, former American Idol star. You have to be what?
You just have to be a certain age, I think.
Oh, well, anyway. And he looks to be like the front runner, especially now because his opponent, Keith Crisco, I hope he died. I hope he didn't die of a heart attack.
Oh, I see what
Died,
you're doing there.
and so now he has no running opponent. See what I did that, Keith Crisco? But apparently Keith Crisco died in a fall, a very mysterious fall.
Interesting.
Oops, you broke it.
Right? The plot thickens.
Yeah. So is Clay Aiken
What do you
suspected?
think? Do you think Clay Aiken is capable of killing his opponent?
Yes.
They're not speculating on the Washington Post, at least. I think he's capable of it. I think they forge. You have to be kind of forged of iron to get through one of those American Idol shows, so I feel like he might have learned the ability to kill a man while on a reality television show.
I'm looking at Twitter to see if Clay Aiken is suspected.
The other thing, Clay Aiken is a weird-looking dude. He has had a lot of plastic surgery.
Gay Patriot says, "Don't forget, Clay Aiken is a murderous sociopath."
What else? What else is going on
Very
in the
interesting.
world? Yeah, I think that's. I'll be interested to see how that drama unfolds.
So you also had this other article about a teenager getting kicked out of the prom?
Oh yeah, this poor little girl in Virginia. So their school outlined the rules that you can't wear any slutty clothes, basically, and they said that the length of the skirt had to be to the tip of your fingers, which is like a pretty typical paradigm for skirt length. And so she took pictures of herself before she went to the prom, and the skirt fit within those parameters. It was longer than the tip of her fingers when stretched down to her leg. And then she got to the prom and was pretty quickly thereafter shuttled out of the room because there were like male or the people that supervised the dance they were like staring at her lasciviously, like the chaperones of the dance. And so these people came in and like shuttled her out of the prom, and she got kicked out of her prom because dudes were looking at her in a creepy fashion.
Okay.
And now of course she's taken to the internet and is talking about it, and it's like a whole big drama.
You know why we give a fuck about this? Do you know why this is an
Because of the internet.
Well, but do you know why that this is an article?
Why?
This is the perfect example of clickbait. This is not news, but people are going to click on this to see what she looks like in her dress because they're fucking.
She looked really good in the dress, we're all creepers.
We're creeps. This is a creep thing. This is a
Creeps.
creep thing. This is like, ooh, a teenager in a dress that's too sexy for school. Let me click and see what this. God damn it. But this is a perfect example. This is like defines clickbait.
Does this make me dumb that I click on this shit?
Well, no, because it just plays on your like innate human curiosity.
Yeah.
Because I think men and women are like curious about the same things. Like we click on the same stuff.
Yeah, and we look at the same, like when man and a woman are walking down the street together, they're both looking at the woman.
Right.
Mostly.
Well, no, when the man and woman are walking down the street together, the man is trying desperately to hold his head forward.
Yeah, exactly.
In front of him while the woman looks at the woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a perfect example. So I see in this article that it was a homeschool prom.
Oh, I completely missed that detail.
The Facebook page for the Richmond homeschool prom.
You don't get to go to the prom if you go to homeschool. That's the point. Aren't homeschool kids just all like shut-ins or whatever?
But I think you homeschool your kids if you were like taking some kind of aggressive posture against like culture or something. You know what I mean? Like you're like super religious, or you just like
It seems like a very religious community, whatever community it is, because it's like they're not something about you're not allowed rules said you weren't allowed to wear short skirts that would give men impure thoughts. That's like in the rule.
Riddle me
So
that.
it was obviously like a Christian community.
Would you be super mad if they were like, you can't come to this prom because you're too hot?
No,
No. You'd
not at
act
all.
pretty mad, but then
I'd
you'd
immediately post like 6 pictures of it on the internet and, be super proud about whatever happened.
she's gonna have a TV show, or at least a
Yeah,
branding.
she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. Good for her. She deserves it. She deserves everything she gets. I didn't mean that to sound so threatening. I don't know why that came out really threatening.
Know that you'd have no plans to do harm,
Yeah,
Claire Edinger.
to this poor little girl in the sparkly dress.
All right, so interesting.
Yeah.
Let's transition to picks.
Yeah.
What's your, and I say that because I actually forgot to do my pick for the week, but I'm gonna quickly get some ideas here.
Okay. I'm gonna find the Solange Knowles thump because that's my pick of the week.
All right, cool.
How's the garden coming, yo?
Our potato plants are thriving. They're
Really?
The other ones seem to be doing good. I looked at it from outside the window this morning, and everything seemed to be thriving. It's been raining a lot, so
Yeah.
apparently that's good for plants.
Yes, that's what they tell me.
My latest challenge has been trying to
Photosynthesis.
make the lawn not look like shit.
Are you using all sorts of pesticides and stuff?
No, I've really just
Apparently they work great.
seeds and like topsoil on top of them.
Okay.
So I don't know. This is why I'm not so into lawns. Like if I had my druthers, if I own this place and I could do everything my perfect way, I think I would cover like most of the area with garden boxes and things that like were productive, or like paths. You know what I mean? Like stone. That I'd have like a particular like rectangle set aside that was like the grass area where you'd like throw the football.
Yeah. That would be like it's going to be like a Hobbit village, basically.
Yeah, basically.
And that would be the central green of the Hobbit village.
Right. Totally.
Yeah.
And then
A place where you can walk around barefoot all the time.
exactly, but it'd be the one spot
Yeah.
where that would be like, but I would make it perfect, but it would be small.
Right.
And then the rest, like, I don't know. Like I'd like to, if you make your environment like produce something.
Yeah, totally.
I've been badgering Amy about getting chickens one day. She has no interest in that.
I think, yeah, they're so dirty.
Yeah, but they're not that dirty. If you keep them in their nice little pen, it's got to scoop out their sawdust every once in a while.
Will you name one of them after me?
Of course.
Cool. And if the one that you name after me has to be one of those ones with the funny hair, you know how they look like they have big white afros?
Yeah.
Like one of the ones from the Barnstable County Fair.
Yes. All right. Totally.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Remember Margie's chickens?
Yeah. Remember how much responsibility it was when she would like ask us to go and take care of them? Like I was fucking terrified that all of those chickens were gonna get eaten by a fox because I left the like little door open. That was a lot of responsibility for like a 7-year-old.
So our cousin, who lived down the way from us, got, I think, 100 baby chicks, or 100 like hatcher eggs, or something like that. In any case, her husband built all these like various contraptions and enclosures to like keep the foxes from eating the chicken. The foxes eventually whittled the chicken population down to I think like 3
Yeah.
chickens.
The poor survivors.
Right, that spent all their time in like what amounted to a shark cage made out of like, bicycle wheels and chicken wire, like rolling around the yard, or in their like, sealed enclosure. But eventually the foxes got in there too.
Yep, they got them. Remember, so I like fox. So I like a coyote too.
Yeah, but-
Although maybe coyotes mostly eat cats, and cats are kind of dumb. And small dogs.
yeah, coyotes are pretty heinous.
Yeah. I remember when I was living down in Wellfleet, the cat I was living with got just stolen and eaten. Like the family's cat that they'd had like for a long time. Just eaten.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah. It's pretty macabre.
Indeed, this podcast is taking a dark turn.
I know. Not talking about sharding this time, just death. Death of family, loved ones, animals. So my pick of the week is Solange Knowles, Losing You. I will post it on the Twitter account afterwards. Because I want Solange Knowles to be known for something other than beating the shit out of Jay-Z in an elevator. And Solange Knowles is like, fuck you, I don't care what you want, I hate you.
That's an excellent pick. I'm going to try to grab a clip of that
Yeah,
for our exit.
that'd be great.
My pick of the week, and see, I'm starting to worry that I'm like repeating myself a little bit.
I just want to say Game of Thrones every single week, so don't worry about it.
All right. So my pick of the week is have I had LastPass as a pick yet?
No, I don't think so. That's been like a pick in your life, but maybe you have picked it.
And
I feel like I've said that before.
Audience. So LastPass is a like password manager service that basically allows you to. It has a browser plugin, and what it will do is whenever you sign up for a new account online, it will generate a password for you, and it will store it. And then whenever you go to that site again, it will fill in the password that it has stored for you. So you don't have to remember your password. But it also allows you to use like really strong passwords. Like a lot of mine are like 64 random characters. So it would be extraordinarily difficult to do what's called brute forcing, which I guess maybe I'll explain. So if you're trying to hack somebody's account, there's a bunch of ways to do it. One is you like get their password. Another is you do what's called a dictionary attack. And any like password hacking software that you get off the internet that's like free and readily available to anyone includes a dictionary of like the 2 million most common passwords, which probably include yours. And what you just try all of those, and it takes 2 seconds.
And you just write a little algorithm that tests all of them?
You don't have to write anything. Because
that's the software just does it.
So there are entire operating systems you can get for your computer that are all hacking software.
Oh, wow.
Load it right now and install it on your computer. So you could have an entire machine that's just dedicated to hacking. It has every tool, all the latest cutting-edge hacking tools that they're developing anywhere, and it's available to anyone. It's insane. It's a little bit scary. I actually installed one on a machine because I was trying to do a little bit of like information security, like learning.
Right.
And let me see. I can't remember the name.
Like, are companies actively building defenses against this stuff? Like,
yes. So there is a version of Linux. You know what Linux is?
Yep.
There's a version of Linux called Backtrack. Basically, all it is, it's called a penetration testing distribution.
That's what she said.
And basically, the idea of it is it's so that people and companies can use it and have all the latest state-of-the-art hacking tools so that they can test their defenses against them.
Oh, word.
But the upshot is that a freely available operating system with every sophisticated hacking tool you could ever want is right there for you, for anybody to use. So anyway, it has these password crackers and what they do is they start with a dictionary attack, and and if that fails, which they usually don't if you don't have a strong password,
Yeah.
then it goes on to trying sequential combinations of characters. So if your password is all like letters, like if it's a name or something,
Yeah.
then it's easy because they only have to choose from within the like 26 letter alphabet. If it's letters and numbers, then they have additional things that they have to choose from. In any case, the longer and the more variety of characters your password is, the harder it is to crack.
Word.
The LastPass lets you like have these long, randomly generated passwords without having to remember them because it keeps them in a database, and you access them through one master password, so you only have to remember one. And it lets you like autofill them, into any site you choose, and it has an app so that you can put it into any app on your phone that you have. And they're just really good. They're really on top of like the latest security issues. They're really informative. Like when this latest what the hell was this security flaw? Heartbleed.
Oh yeah.
Was announced. They were on top of like informing people on what they were supposed to do. So anyway, it's a great product, a great service. They have a free version that's fine. I do the paid version because it's worth it, and it has a few extra features that make it nicer. So that's my pick of the week.
Wait, I have a question. When you get a spam email from someone and it's because their email account has gotten hacked, is that?
We both got the same spam email, and I've contacted the party involved.
Good. But is that born of somebody perpetrating a scam like the one you just talked about, or is that something different?
No, this is somebody dictionary attacking a bunch of email addresses, getting a hit, and just using that to send spam email. That's actually, hopefully, that's less insidious.
Yeah.
And hopefully that's just an automated system that just uses your email to send spam, which is not so bad. It's a little bit embarrassing, but it's not so bad. The ones you really got to watch out for are the people who crack your email and then go through it to find what they like, bank accounts. Like, who do you
Right. Okay.
like? Have you ever emailed your password for something to somebody? That's in your...
Yeah, this is in my email forever, or like just a G-chat.
Right, it's in your G-chat.
Or anything, right?
It's in your records. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
Right.
when you think about what's available to somebody if they break into your email, it's fucking pretty scary.
Yeah, totally.
Which is why Google offers something called two-factor authentication.
That's what I use. I get myself locked out all the time, but it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because you get yourself locked out, but it does...
But everyone else is locked out too, so...
I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
Yeah. I got in trouble with that just when I went internationally because I realized that my phone didn't work over there and they texted the code to my phone, and so I had no way to access that. So it was fine.
Yeah. They have you could print out some like emergency codes that you keep in your wallet.
Right.
I'm gonna do that after the show because I don't have mine.
Good idea.
Do you want to hear a little Solange?
Let's listen to Solange.
All right, this is "Losing You" by what's her name again? Solange
Knowles.
Solange Knowles.
Yeah.
Tell me the truth, boy, I'm not losing you for good. We used to kiss but now there's just no use. I don't know why I fight it. Clearly we are through. Tell me the truth, boy, am I losing you for good? I know you're waiting for the worst that you can get from me. Just treat me good and baby, I'll give you the rest of me. I'm not the one that you should be making your enemy. I'm not the one that you should be making your enemy. Tell me the truth, boy, am I losing you for